Penguin Random House Audio presents West Wingers, stories from the dream chasers, change makers, and hope creators inside the Obama White House. Edited by Gautam Raghavan. Read for you by Gautam Raghavan, Michael Strautmanis, Kyla Garcia, Brad Jenkins, Heather Foster, Cecilia Muñoz, Hope Hall, Michael J. Robertson, Raina Thele, Lynn Rosenthal, Bill Yosses, Darienne Page, Deesha Dyer, Ned Price, Julie Chavez Rodriguez, Rumana Ahmed, Stephanie Valencia, and Aneesh Raman. Gautam Raghavan served as President Barack Obama's liaison to the LGBTQ community, as well as the Asian American and Pacific Islander community from 2011 to 2014. Earlier in the Obama administration, he served as Deputy White House Liaison for the U.S. Department of Defense and as outreach lead for the Pentagon's Don't Ask, Don't Tell working group. Prior to joining the Obama administration, he worked on the 2008 Obama campaign and the Democratic National Committee. Raghavan is currently a consultant to progressive organizations focused on securing political power and social change. A first-generation immigrant, he was born in India, raised in Seattle, and graduated from Stanford University. He lives in Washington, D.C. with his husband and their daughter, Maya.
Preface. On my last day at the White House, my dad called me up and told me I should write a book. After 3 years working for President Obama, I knew my parents had a more than slightly inflated sense of my job and importance. I imagined them telling friends at dinner parties that Barack relied on my counsel for every major decision, that I had been a key player during some of the most historic moments of the Obama presidency, the hunt for bin Laden, the Arab Spring, the tan suit crisis. My reality was far less glamorous. I wasn't a member of the senior staff. The president didn't know me on a first-name basis. I wasn't one of those day one folks who started at the White House on January 20th, 2009, let alone one of the storied band of brothers and sisters who traced their service back to the Iowa caucuses, or, even more rare and special in Obama land, the early days in Chicago. While none of this ever bothered me because I was living my dream working for President Obama, what could I possibly have to say in a book? I smiled, thanked my dad for the suggestion, and put it out of my mind. Until the 2016 election. Enough has been said and written about the ongoing impact of that election, but one of the more immediate effects was that over the coming weeks I started feeling awfully nostalgic about Barack Obama, and he wasn't even out of office yet. I have it on good authority that I wasn't alone in this sentiment. By that point, I had been out of the White House for 2 years, and I missed it like crazy. The pace and the excitement, the thrill that comes from watching history unfold and actually helping shape it as it happens. The satisfaction that comes from knowing that, even if you can't see it, your work is making a positive impact in people's daily lives. But more than anything, I miss the people. I miss the idealists who followed Barack Obama's call to service all the way to the White House, often taking the path less traveled to get there. I miss the fiery activists and organizers eager for change we can believe in, who knew they had to make each day count because their communities were counting on them. I miss meeting people every day who challenged me to think differently, know better, and dream bigger. In so many ways, working in Barack Obama's White House was like watching Aaron Sorkin's The West Wing brought to life. It had all the necessary elements. The brilliant, articulate professor-in-chief with an unapologetically progressive vision of America. A narrative arc rooted in ongoing themes of idealism and public service, but most importantly, a cast of patriotic Americans who labored every day as members of the president's staff to serve the country they loved. As I wallowed in my post-election malaise and began to understand just how much things were about to change, I also realized the importance of capturing the momentousness of the last 8 years and contributing to the American people's understanding of what many believe will be remembered as a historic presidency. A question began to take shape in my mind. Could I help tell the stories of the incredible people I worked with in the Obama White House? Countless books and articles had already been written about President Obama, his victories and his flaws, his biography and his accomplishments, and about key conflicts and moments of the 8 years of his presidency. And I knew more were being penned by central figures in the administration, eager to share reflections and lessons.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?